Right. Thank you guys for joining me again. We are back in the Premier League. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. It's an early kickoff on a Saturday. And it's one of those games, like you're thinking you played late on a Wednesday and then you're playing first thing on Saturday. Scheduling it can be an issue with the Premier League. And honestly, I can't lie. That professional win versus Brentford at the Emirates on Wednesday, we looked tired. Some of our players, especially in our midfield, they are looking like they have been doing double shifts at the factory. Honestly, they have gone through it, and I'm convinced they probably need a bit of a rest at the moment. So let's just have a quick look with some of the injuries I think we need to be concerned about. We already know our back four is decimated. Only Calafiore seems to be, and even him, one of the games, he was touching his hamstring. Our players suffer from too many muscle issues, in my opinion. So Trossard, hopefully, I'm hoping he comes back soon. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We don't know how far along he is. Mosquera as well came off against Brentford. He didn't look like he landed very well. I don't know how long he's out for. Kai Havertz's long-term injury. He's training though. Saliba as well. But from what I've heard, Arteta said he might be back soon. His absence was only sort of weeks. Declan Rice as well came off with a slight injury. Hopefully it's not serious. But Declan Rice is one of those players that I think needs at least a couple of games out. We do have Christian Norgard. I think it's about time we risk it. Aston Villa is a very tough game. Aston Villa is a tough game for Arsenal. Last season, probably one of the teams I was most anxious about beating or playing. And this season is the same only because of how Unai Emery always approaches our games. His team, Villa, are doing really well. Top 3, just behind Man City. And they get the job done. So let's have a quick look because the lineups, they haven't got any predicted lineups, but let's have a look with the lineups Arsenal started against Brentford. It will give us an idea, and then we just take out the players that I think won't make it. So because of our issues, I've got a feeling Ben White will start. Instead of Mosquera, we can have Jurriën Timber in there as one of to partner Hincapie in that full centre-back pairing thing. Now, Jurriën Timber is actually a centre-back, SEB. He plays in that position for the Netherlands, so he should be okay there. And even against Brentford, when he came in, I did notice the difference that I didn't miss Saliba or Mosquera when he came on. He does a good job. Calafiore hopefully is fit and should start. So that is it, but we've got no room for error. Some whisperings about should we get Kivio back? I feel like it's a bit unfair for Kivio. He's having a great time on loan at the moment. Let him go and enjoy himself. But if push comes to shove over Christmas, we might have to be like, please come back. Because he was amazing last season. Didn't complain, did his job. And he was steady when he came on for Gabriel. He was amazing. He was really, really good. So we've got that option, hopefully, but hopefully we don't need it. Now, Odegaard is back, baby. Love this guy. He gives us something different. The creativity. He doesn't have that one-touch pass, kill the midfield thing. He does like to take extra touches, but I love the way he works with Saka, especially when Ben White is in there. That combination is dangerous. So he might start against Villa. I don't know, but if he starts, it'll be amazing. I'm loving that. Zubimendi, for me, can play. Let him play. We don't need to rest him, but Declan Rice needs a rest. I don't know how safe it will be with all the changes to not play Declan Rice and play Norgard. But if there's a game we can afford, and this is an away game, we can afford to drop a point right now, it is with Aston Villa, in my opinion. I think the midfield consider resting Rice, but we could play Rice anyway. But I think both Madueke and Saka should start and they should switch flanks. Saka can play on the left, So if things are getting a bit tight on the right, he can drift across. And Noni Madueke is so much better when he's playing on the right anyway. All I know is Martinelli probably should come on as a sub. He's a great substitute, Martinelli. We miss Leandro Trossard so bad. After watching Leandro Trossard for the first few games of the season, the maturity, the decision making was very noticeable. And then Gabby Martinelli started against Brentford. And you could see the difference, you could see the difference in the decision making and stuff. So that is going to be something for Arteta to decide. But honestly, I love Martinelli, love him more centrally, but I think on the left, he is not as effective and he doesn't add a lot of backup options. He had some shots on target, but like sometimes a player, it's not about their output, it's about how they affect the other guys around them. Centre forward, is it Gyökeres or Merino for the Villa game? I feel so sorry for Gyökeres. Gyökeres is not getting any of the supply. This guy doesn't create his own chances. He just needs to be scoring goals and he is being starved. You've got Saka, who's just like, I am the guy, I want to look good, I want to whatever. Saka is not giving him, if he feels like he can take a shot, he's not going to be passing it, which I think we can pay for in the end if Saka doesn't get a bit cleverer. That goal he scored against Brentford was almost saved. He could have just squared it to Gyökeres. Let Gyökeres make his mistakes, then starve him. But I think it was a bit, it went in. Yeah, happy for you, Saka, but really, I think you need to really look at being a bit more open-minded and feed Gyökeres. That's what we want. That's what we want. But Merino is scoring effortlessly. And he can do both. He can help out in midfield. He can help with some transition or play. Hold-up play, of course, is going to be Gyökeres, but I think the style of play we are playing right now suits Merino. He knows a set-piece goal, doesn't he? Even that cross that came in from Ben White, it was in open play, but honestly, the way he went around the defender to go, even the Chelsea game, to go and score that, I guess he's going to start as our centre forward. He's such a confusing player. I love him to bits. Honestly, that guy is amazing. And I don't have a clue how we got so lucky to have such a replacement. So with Aston Villa, Tyrone Mings has got a hamstring strain, Martinez back injury, Ross Barkley. I don't even remember the last time I saw Ross Barkley play. So they have got a full squad, it looks like, to choose from. Let me just have a look to see how they set up against Brighton. They had a fantastic game against Brighton. They went 2-0 down and they recovered, and that is the problem with Villa. They are very intelligent. They've got a very clever manager. In fact, him and Arteta, I can't lie, very margins, yeah, but this guy is pretty good. Maybe not Premier League winning good, but he will push you to the end. He's really good. I like him. So let's see how they lined up. And they've got this Marlon guy, yeah, who is demonic in front of goal. The guy has shots from every stupid angle. He's amazing. So against Brighton, they had Bizot in goal. The defensive four of Maatsen, Torres, Konsa, and Cash. Konsa is pretty good. Matty Cash is going to be looking to go down Saka that side. If I'm in the right position, I don't know. Anyway, holding midfield, this Amadou Onana, I love him. There's something about him. I really like this guy. He's tall, he's rangy, and he is a strong guy. So it's not going to be easy. And he's no bad set pieces. He scored against Brighton from a corner, I think, or he headed it in. He's pretty good. Boubacar Kamara, and then this Guessant, Morgan Rogers, we know him. He's pretty good. Came in the last few seasons. He's been pretty good. John McGinn, Ollie Watkins up front. And then, of course, you've got your Yuri Tillemans, Digne, And then Doniel Marlon, he's pretty good. Bundia, Bogard. So they do have very decent backup players. Their substitutes are pretty decent. So this is going to be a tough match. And I am concerned with this match, yeah, because I think Arsenal squad are going through it with muscle injuries. We look knackered. We were very tentative against Brentford. We did not come out. We didn't look flashy. We just went and did a job, scored 2 goals, very paced. But if we face a team like this, it will have to be the most boring game in the world. And yeah. And also, like, Eze is looking a little bit tired for me already. Probably not used to the pace of Arsenal's games, just the intensity. He was at Palace doing really well, but the intensity, the pressure. Did you see how good battered against Chelsea? My gosh, he never had to face that kind of animosity at Palace. So it will take time for him to have consistently good games. But when he does, it's amazing. Those one-touch passes, especially to someone pacey, when the other team is playing a high line, to Martinelli, perfect. But yeah, we've got options. I just hope we can come out 12 kickoffs are horrendous, but I hope we can come out and have another professional performance. I don't expect and I don't even want Arsenal to have a free-flowing game. I just want 2-0. Let's do 2-0. I'm still going to go for an Arsenal win, but it's going to be tough. If we don't win, it's going to be a draw, and I'm not going to cry about it, but we need to, because you know what? Manchester City, let's not play with Manchester City. So yeah, I'm going for an Arsenal win away from home in Birmingham. Birmingham, because that's where Aston Villa are based. And yeah, I'll be in Birmingham as well for something else. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm definitely going for an Arsenal win. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think Arsenal can maintain and continue this run? You know, basically, are we going to continue winning? Are we going to stay on top of the league? We're going to stay on top of the league, but we're going to maintain that momentum and increase our lead at the top this weekend. Let me know and join me for my other prediction video for this weekend's games. Talk to you guys.